king of the rappers, the mission. I see they got the.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Marauder Music with 3-Piece TCG, baby. Pirates TCG. And last month was this channel's biggest month of all time since the inception. Let's get into it. So, as you see, I've got a plethora of buffoonery across my little table here. And my ace leader, which I ran in the treasure cup, we'll talk a little bit about that. But I'm gonna just chat with you guys while we bust open some prizing and different stuff, and we'll do a little bit of what we know. We'll save the League of Legends stuff for the end. But anyways, yeah, I wanted to start with that because I wanted to start with a big thank you. A big thank you to so many of you guys. You got to understand that we were overcoming a lot of things. When I started this channel, I was gonna have to overcome a lot. Is basically what I'm trying to say. For one, what do we got here? Ooh, that's the good Kobe. That's the good one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I should probably write the topics I want to talk about down. That way I don't forget. But anyways, I'm gonna get all this crap out of the way. We're gonna open the One Piece stuff up first, and then we'll do the Riftbound stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff we don't know. But because I kind of want to be on autopilot as I'm ripping while I talk about this kind of stuff that's important to me. So anyhow, yeah. I was coming from a pretty grand deficit if what you're looking to do is become any form of a successful content creating channel. What were the things I was having to overcome? We're overcoming being we're overcoming being last to market, right? I mean, there's channels that pop up here and there, but for the most part, starting a year and 3 months late after the game released was a choice. You know what I mean? And it wasn't my choice. I didn't get into the game until OPO3, right? But so by that time, there was already a lot of people. Hey, George Bonner. There was already a lot of people who were very much, already thriving. You know what I mean? And my brother was, he's graduated from U of H, marketing and all kinds of stuff, business and stuff. And he's like, yeah, first to market's a thing, dude. So, you got an uphill battle. And, but you know what, man? We were overcome. Ooh, this is something. Nah. Oh, what's up? Oh, cool. Oh, Malaki. Oh, yeah. Pudding, dun, 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 dun. Honey, honey. Hey, I needed a Josu. This is perfect. This is OPO 8? This dirtbag sent me OPO 8? Like, not 9, 10, 11, or 12? 8? You know what? If I didn't get that looter, I'd be upset. Now I better look at this Don. This is a fancy Don. But anyways, yeah. So overcoming that, the fact that we're very late to market. You know what I mean? You already got Card D Kaizoku and Vivi Theory, and you got some people quitting their full-time job. Okay, shout out Atrocious as well, right? You got people quitting their full-time job because of their success in this. Which is great, you know what I mean? And I'm a firefighter. I love what I do. But I definitely do value having something that's completely different for me to come back to, and something I enjoy, you know what I mean? So that was one of the things we were overcoming. The other thing we're overcoming is the fact that, hey, you got a little jacking off on stream. Oh yeah. The other thing we're overcoming is the fact that I had never ran a YouTube channel, like, at all, especially not at any kind of consistent capacity, which is also wild. You know what I mean? I see other people and who hop into this space or like into Riftbound. You know what I mean? And you can tell that they've definitely done this before at another capacity. You know what I mean? For another game, they've definitely tried their hand at YouTube before, and now they're kind of jumping on something else, and they already got the thumbnails down. They already got the they got the thumbnails. They got the schedule down. They know exactly what kind of content they're making. They got a clear like focus, a clear scope of everything they're going to do before they do it. You know what I'm saying? That is definitely something we did not have. Yeah, I thought I would just kind of be like my dog Meta Pirate, bro. If y'all keep taking my titles, dog, come on, man. No promo, no problem. Anyways, I thought I'd be like my dog Meta Pirates right here. My dog Frankie from a locals that I used to go to. We thought we were gonna kind of be like that. You know what I mean? Where it was just a lot of gameplay, a lot of actual IRL gameplay and stuff like that. So that's what a lot of the earlier channel was. And anyways, you know, I kind of got my footing, and I think it was the first couple times that I got on camera, and this is a good card. We want this card. I got 1 billion of it, I'm sure. But anyways, it was I think it was the Black Yellow Luffy versus Law. Yeah, I think it was that one that kind of that made me think, oh, people like to see me. You know what I mean? Like. And I've always been an entertainer. Like I've always that's my gum fruit. You know what I mean? Like I'm 99 on charisma, as you guys have probably figured out by now. And you know I'm goated in rapping for sure. But you know I'm good on camera. I can do my thing. I can have fun. I feel comfortable. I thrive off the energy. I think it's a lot of fun. I like for people to have a lot of fun with me. Yo, nice. These are boosters. Don't say blister. Gross. Do you know what a blister is? Gross. Maybe that's what 10 years plus in the medical field will do. But I don't want to open blisters. No, I'm not calling them a blister. Gross. You're nasty. Stop. It's a booster pack. God bless. It's a booster pack. All right. Anyways, but yeah, so no direction. Overcoming the fact that we never ran a channel before. And then also a pretty big one. I never competed in a IRL TCG in my life. I had played Pokemon IRL one time. Went to one locals for a Pokemon tournament when I was 10 or 11. And I was running what the kid said, this guy's running Rainbow. And it was because I put every card that I had, one ofs, plus a couple energy for each one of them. You know, I didn't have no idea what I was doing. But I always did love card games, you know what I mean? I played a lot of Marvel Versus with my brother, and that's the first time I ever bought a booster box. We bought a whole booster box of Marvel Versus Origins and stuff. And man, I got something in the back, Goot Shoot Bonnie. But yeah, we would play all the time, dude, just me and him, but we didn't go to any tournaments. And that's tough because I still do have a huge box. And I would love to play one of these days with somebody who also knows how to play. So if that's you, do let me know if you know how to play the Versus system, because I should have enough to build a pretty good deck, and I would love to get down like that. But anyways, so overcoming that was a lot. The thing is for me personally, and this is kind of segueing into my latest, the last couple of performance or Treasure Cup performances. We get nothing in this one. Anyways, okay, so we got this. This is pretty good. Yeah, that's the only thing we got that was worth anything. I don't even know what this is worth. But yeah, so what was really the issue is that like the video games themselves, I've been noticing they really hold my attention a lot longer, and that's why I got this fidget spinner now to kind of help me out a little bit. Like, I don't know, kind of help anything, keep me on task, keep me on focus, because I'm realizing that the games I play, it's not about my opponents. It really has nothing to do with my opponents, because to be honest with you, like the way I feel, and I know this is wrong, this is pretty cool. Holographic, like I don't know if you can see it. It feels like it's holographic outside. But anyways, I'm gonna open these boxes while I get to talking because I'm about to lock in. Anyways, it has nothing to do with my opponents. It has to do with my decision making. My decision making. So, like in fighting games, your opponent can put on that pressure, and that can kind of fluster you. But like you yourself can admit if you are flustered. I'm not flustered. I don't. I'm not getting flustered in a card game. I'm sorry. I see life and death. Okay. I'm not. This is small potatoes to me. What is my what isn't small potatoes or what is challenging for me is staying on task and making good decisions at times. At times. So there are times when I'm locked in and I just make I play flawless, right? And that's great. And then there are also times where I just make bonehead decisions and I know I'm doing the wrong thing right after I do it, or I I do one or I have I lose my I completely lose my observation hockey. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh my god, why didn't I take a life and go up 2K? You know, why would I? Obviously, anybody should with half a brain would know to do that. You know what I mean? So, there's times like that, and that's what's been frustrating lately. So I've been more or less addressing that because I know how to play the game, and I could probably hang and bang a game of Jeopardy, One Piece Jeopardy with the best of them. Like it's I know what I'm doing. I just yeah, I think it's that when I play on the game, I'm finishing matches in 10 minutes. When I play in 10 to 15 max, right? When I play in real life, we're talking about if it's 20 minutes, it's because somebody like crapped the bed. Otherwise, it's 30 minutes. A lot of times, you know what I mean? 25, 30 minutes. Also the setup of it all and everything like that. And then we're on screen right here. You know what I mean? We're not in person. Now in person, I feel like I'm a better competitor. But these online tournaments is just like something else. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, there was like, man, I would say, like, yeah, no, there was like three. Now I did play all 9 games this past week. There was three of those four losses that I put it like this. One of them I just should have mulliganed. I trusted my hand. I trusted that my hand would come, and it did. It just came a turn late. You know what I mean? So I said, "Dang, wash that." All right, cool. The other one, had I gone one more loop with the emu, I would have won. You know what I mean? And then and instead of trying to go for the finish with Roger right there, and I can talk more about that later. I might make a video going over it. And then the other one, I was against a Zoro, and I didn't use my ability to go. I used I am Whitebeard, but I didn't go up 2K to become an 8K body, so that he would have to invest and only be able to swing a certain amount of times versus swing with everything and then still lose a life. Little stuff like that. And then I also had the biggest blunder of all time. Um, um, where I didn't block something and then he was able to play an unblockable Luffy. Like, I don't know that. Like, I don't know that card exists. You see what I'm saying? Like, and at that point, I was doing very dumb things already. I remember I bottom decked a card with Homeboy, with Ezo. You're supposed to, okay, you draw a card and then you bottom deck a card, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna bottom deck Ace, and I'm literally this card, and I was like, I don't know why I told you that. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I think that, and I did also get off of work at 5 o'clock. I was up since 5 o'clock that morning. So yes, there are things that play into factor, and I'm trying to give myself credit where it's due. But yeah, so what I'm going to be doing is tackling that, the monotonous play of whatever they call it. But anyhow, with all that being said, though, I know I rabbit trail sometimes, and whatever. I just like talking with you guys and sharing opinions and hearing you guys' feedback a lot. But yeah, I really, before we get into this, I just really wanted to thank you guys because, like I said, we were very late to market. We were, we never ran a channel before, and we had never played a TCG competitively with, you know, IRL essentially. But at the end of the day, there had never been an us, okay? And so it didn't, all the other things that they just didn't matter. You know what I mean? Nothing else mattered because we never existed in this space before. And you know, I am so grateful to my buddy Ben, 10 of Ben. You know, you'll see us in some videos here and there, my wife's stuff. But yeah, I'm very grateful to him for putting me onto this game, and then and telling me to just do it, just make a video right now. You're at work, you got your laptop, make your first. Y'all go down, check out my very first video. It's like a Sakazuki with the worst thumbnail. I almost wanted to keep making bad thumbnails forever, but you know, anyhow, he said just do it, and I did, and and you know, I kind of never looked back. This is a bit of a deeper thing, but I guess we could talk about this one later. But yeah, man, yeah, we'll talk about that later. I'll save one for next time. But very grateful for that because I've met so many like awesome people, and you know, like we've played games together, we've learned, we've grown, we share ideas. You know, we go through good times and bad times together, and I think it's something that's really cool because I don't really, you know, you don't see me on Instagram or Twitter. Or I'm not big on social media. I'm really not. I care about what I care about, and care about who I care about, kind of deal. And so, you know, being able to share the space with you guys, um, and grow with each other has been just awesome. Has been just awesome, and I'm very proud of the community that we've put together, and I still do believe that it's just the grandest one yet. It's an inclusive, loving, educational, joyful community, and it will never be anything but that. You know what I mean? This isn't going to be the. I don't live in drama. I handle it and it gets gone. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't deal with crazy. Crazy deals with me. You see what I'm saying? So if there ever is any issues, they're going to get clapped up, and that's that. You know what I mean? I don't die on the hill. I kill on the hill. You get what I'm saying? So, but then that's it. I'm gonna get back to my life, and we're gonna have a grand old time. And that's how it's been. And luckily, you know, I think people attract. Actually, I know people attract the energy that they put out. I know that. That's why, you know, certain individuals in your personal life or wherever else you see, they seem to always be into some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's their choices, it's their micro decisions. You know what I'm saying? Some people can understand the micro decisions of the game, but they don't understand the same micro decisions are taking place in real life. All we are, all we are in this life, in this meaningless life, and meaningless is a good thing, not a bad thing, because we get to assign the meaning to things. You get what I'm saying? We assign the meaning, like I said before, but all we are is reflections to each other of what we do or do not want in this life. You see what I'm saying? So if you enjoy my content and you messing with my channel, it's, you know, and you said, man, I really like the, you know, this guy's really upbeat, he's really happy, or he's joy, and he makes jokes, or he's this, or he's that. Or if you think that he's an idiot, or he's whatever you think, I don't know. I don't know. I can't rifle off negative things about myself that I'm not aware of. All that is a reflection of what you're looking for more of or less of in your life. See what I'm saying? Now, without further ado, let's get into the Riftbound opening. So again, thank you so much, and here we go. Okay, so the feels a little heavy, gets a little girth. See what we got. I've never opened a Riftbound pack before in my life. I really want to know what this is going to be like. Okay, and I'm inspecting the stock. Okay, funny enough, I was just playing. Okay, we already got like one flaw right there. Okay, that's kind of messed up. I was just playing Legends of Runeterra with my dog, Cruz. Okay, hang on. Let me fill this stock. Okay. It is... I would say just about on par with One Piece. Absolutely, I would say just about. It's probably a negligible difference. Negligible difference. I would say if if yeah, if this card stock is 100, this is like 95 at the worst, or maybe the exact same, and I'm just on crack. Okay, cool. So we got Orb of Regret. Now the only other thing that I'm not crazy about with these cards is I can't stand small pictures. Even this PDF file right here. Okay, this child, whatever's going on in this card. This is a full art. This is a full art. This is a full art in comparison to this. You see what I'm saying? In comparison to this. Not crazy about that. And I also don't like the fact that they're using the same pictures from Legends of Runeterra, except for Legends of Runeterra gives me the full art. And this, you know what I mean? Like, just put the words on the page on the thing, dude. Let me tell you something. Card game players don't read anyways, right? You guys know I don't read. You remember it, and then you keep it moving. This is a good card. Okay, this is a good card. Okay, look at the top 3 cards. Put one into your hand. Okay, we got a champion unit. When I attack, deal 3 to all enemy units there. That's crazy. And this is an epic, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I like that. What is that? Okay, Ava Achieva. Okay, we got a rune. Key terms. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of like the Pokemon packs then, I guess. Yeah, this cut looks terrible, dude. You see all that hairy? See all that Harry Styles on top? Look at this. Smooth. That's you're not even seeing as much as I'm seeing. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like he's got a hairdo up there. I'm gonna save these because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what is good. I don't need my fidget spinner. I'm very much awake. Okay, cool. Yeah, I couldn't find my Josies, dude. I could only find 2. So I'm rocking 2 on my list, and I was doing pretty well finding them on curve and everything. Hextech Ray, that's a good card. The only other thing that I'm not crazy about with this game is also that I got 2 starter boxes, as you guys see, but apparently the starter boxes are not unique. There's no unique cards. Kill a unit. That's always a player hater. The starter boxes are not unique, so it doesn't really... Okay, this looks fancy. Each other player chooses cards or runes. For each one that chooses cards, you and that player draw 1. For each player that chooses runes, you and that player... Whatever, dude. I don't know. Hey! Jinx stands for Jinx, but I probably already got that card. God bless. Okay, I really need a new gun, but don't tell my other guns. And then Sprite. Okay, so she is an epic. Cool. Cool. Does this mean we're not supposed to be getting like the like did I steal somebody else's in this one because I was supposed to get 2 or only supposed to get 1? I don't know, we'll find out. Yeah, so that's kind of like, on one hand, it's like, why not just buy a bunch of boosters, not blisters? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we'll keep it moving. Okay. This card always reminds me of my friend's wife. It's funny. Shout out Tyler. Okay. Got the all arts. I haven't seen that art, but maybe that's just another one from Jana, because I know that Jana's in the card game now. Okay, so we've got a holographic. We got Karma. Now Karma is a good card. I remember Karma being used in the game. And Twisted Fiend. And a recruit. What is this last card about? Wait, did I get 2 epics again? I got 2 epics. Am I supposed to be getting 2 epics? Did I get all the packs that like people are pissed about not getting their cards? Did they all come to me? It sucks, but I'll take it. Okay. Karma. Vision. When you play me, look at the top card of your main deck. You may recycle it. Recycle it means put it in the bottom of your deck, if I'm not mistaken, not trash. Yeah. Yeah, put it at the bottom of your deck. It's right there. And then when you recycle one or more cards, buff a friendly unit. If it doesn't have a buff, it gets +1 buff. Runes aren't cards. Noted. And that buff stuff is crazy sauce. Now we got Twisted Fate, aka League of Legends Gambit. When I attack, reveal the top rune of your rune deck, then recycle it. Do one of the following based on its domain. Deal 2 to an enemy unit here and 1 to all other enemy units here. Wow. Draw 1 or stun an enemy unit. Okay, cool. So, nice, nice. All right, we're going to go ahead and just put these right here. Everybody knows what Jack looks like. We're not worried about Jack. So far, I mean, I'm feeling like I'm getting good pulls. I do know that I want to build up some Kai'Sa, you know what I mean? Because Kai'Sa, I want to play Kai'Sa, I want to play Ahri, I want to play the broads that I really like. I want Kai'Sa in the game as well. Let's see, so let's put the first two to the front, right? And then maybe this one as well. Oh, what? I got a legendary card back there? What? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, man. I blew the surprise. I blew my load. Mystic Reversal. Play anytime, even before spells and abilities. Yeah, it's a reaction. Gain control of a spell. You may make new choices for it. What? What? What is that? What is that like? What is that supposed to be? A freaking what is it? Cards Against Humanity. Make your own rules. You may make new choices for it. Gain control of a spell. Okay, so I take somebody's spell and I use it against them. Okay. All right. Stealthy Pursuer. Yeah, see, that's a card from whatchamacallit, I remember. Yeah. Still, I'm not seeing any arts that I haven't seen yet, for the most part. I got something special back here. It looks like a full art. Is it the Volley Bear? Hey, but I already got the lead. I might not need this though. I already got it. Buff a friendly unit. If it doesn't have a buff, it gets a buff. Cool, cool. Okay, epic. So this is epic. This is my first legendary. Okay, like, let's see how much that's worth. I'm actually curious. I'll look that up right now. Let's see. TCG. Yeah. And what is this called? Mystic Reversal. Dude, give me my keyboard, please, God. Okay, $10 card. Maybe 15. $15 card. Okay, cool. Whatever. Let's keep it moving. So that's my first legendary, and it's a $15 card. All right. We're just gonna keep on making a mess, even though I just cleaned it up over here. Glad I got these booster packs. All right, we're gonna do that. Oh, yeah, I'll go through them. Yeah, why not? This guy's always a good card, always a good card. You want to get usable cards, right? You want to get cards that you're actually going to be able to use and do something with. Commons and whatchamacallit are just as important. Hey! That kind of looks like my wife if she was white. That's awesome. I think all these characters look like my wife to one degree or the other, especially Art. Oh, yeah. Seal of Light. Insight. Reaction. Add blank. Abilities that add resources can't be reacted to. Add what? Is that a type of rune? Okay, it is a type of rune. So this is a ramp. This is a ramp. Okay. We like that. Nice. Leona. Okay. Rune. Okay. Alright. I think we're on our last pack. We're on our last pack magic, gang. I really wish I would have got a couple more packs instead of one of these starters, but it is what it is. Okay. At least the big pulls in mine have been what was I gonna say? At least the big pulls, those cards feel like they're in good quality. You know what I mean? Meditation is a good card. We always use that. Pouty Poro, I hear people talking about that. I haven't really kept up in the game. Back to back is a good card in Legends of Runeterra. I haven't really kept up with the game as much. It just feels very exclusive, man. You can't get product. You can't get into the tournaments. And everybody who's in them. Hey, we got Teemo. Oh man, and a hairy Teemo, dude. The hairiest Teemo. Uh, hide for now, react later, blah blah blah. Okay, cool. What else we got? That's an epic. Hey, we got Tarek. God bless. That's pretty cool. Why does my camera look so crap right now? I don't know. Get one while I'm the defender. Okay, must deal damage first. Okay, cool. So we're getting some cards. We got some champion cards. And as I remember, you don't need a billion of the champion cards. I think you can only have 3 anyhow. I wonder what these cards are going for. Do they not have their own space appear yet? No. Let's look at League of Legends. Let's do view price guide. There we go. What did we get? Oh, this is weird. 1 second. Okay, so Twisted Fate is 50 cents. That's not bad at all. I thought this game was gonna be super expensive. Jinx stands for Jinx. What about her? 41 cents. Yeah, all these are cheap. Loose Cannon. Which one? Oh, Demolitionist. Yeah, these are cheap cards. Nobody worried about that. Did everything just fall off? Lee Sin, Blind Monk. 17 cents. What's everybody complaining about? What about Karma? Karma's gotta be cheap. Karma. Yeah. Karma's cheap. I think Mystic Reversal's the only one that costs anything. Right? And I think that's my only... Oh, wait. What about this one? Seal of Insight. Seal of Insight. That's a $17 card. Okay, so Seal of Insight is 17 bucks. I guess that kind of did make my money back with these 2 cards right here. It kind of did make my money back, which is crazy. I wonder what the whatchamacallits come with. I gotta look into that again. But anyways, yeah, gang. That's that's all the product I have to open for you right now. I mean, I got these boxes, but we could like check what's in the boxes, I guess. 3 battlefields, 40 card deck. It's only 40 cards. 12 rune card. 1 champion. 1. Get out of town. I know Target don't like taking things back, but I'm gonna see if we can get this. I'm gonna see if we can put these back and grab some more of these. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today, gang. Well, on the opening side and stuff like that. Outside of that, I just wanted to mention what we got coming in the future. So this week I got another. This weekend I got another Treasure Cup coming up, and then what else after that? We got a Treasure Cup, and then the week after that. I mean, I think Thanksgiving's coming up. God bless. But I've got December 1st, Marvel Cosmic Invasion's coming out. Definitely want to play with you guys. I've been talking about it long enough. Me and Waluigi already played on the demo. Okay, so the demo is online. Let's do it kind of deal. And then after that, December 5th through the 7th is going to be Marvel Toke on These. They're gonna have a beta open again, and that's emails coming. So I'm looking forward to that. And we're just gonna be playing a crap ton of that because that'll be the week after tournaments and all that stuff like that. So yeah, dude. So that's coming up. And then as far as the One Piece front, I don't know about any more tournaments coming for the near future. I don't know if there's more coming up. So I'm really looking to go out with a bang. My plan right now, I'll tell you what, is to one, it's of course to always do my best and allow God to do the rest. But if we can bang it out for Treasure Cup online, great prizing. If for some reason I'm not happy with where I'm headed on the online side, I'm gonna go to locals. I'm gonna abandon and go to locals that same day. So anyways, But yeah, I just want to touch base with you guys and let you know how everything's been going. Obviously, we're halfway through the month already, and I'm barely giving you guys the update because it's been that busy. You know, we'll be playing the rest of what is it, Dispatch. So we'll be getting the rest of Dispatch out to you guys. Been having a lot of fun with that. And yeah, and that's kind of what I'm doing in this channel, man. I'm One Piece centric, One Piece focused, very much on fire for One Piece right now. Topics. Do I think the game is dying? No, I think that's clickbait. I think that's clickbait. I think that's absolutely clickbait. Um, the thing is that yes, the meta right now is very emu focused. You know, you're playing emu or ace or else kind of deal. I get it. I get it. But on the creating side and on the deck building side, it's extremely fun. It's like more fun than it's ever been for me. And the thing is I also said that I would give my prediction for how they're going to address emu. And in my opinion, and I'll go over this, and I've been talking about this. I believe that emu will have its free stage ability removed. I believe if you remove the free stage ability and you no longer allow them to play out, two cards in a turn where they can really only afford to play one, and you force them to have to find that card and take their 7 dawn turn, which is what? You get 2, then you get 4, you get 6. So if you make them spend their whole turn 4 setting up for their turn 5, you know what I mean? That will also slow them down immensely. You know what I mean? Then you'll have emus that are going to play the first stage, right? If they can draw into it, mulligan for it. They're going to play the first stage. They're going to play everything else out for like, one cheaper. And then they're going to find their good stage. And then they're going to drop that stage. You see what I'm saying? And because I've played matches where the emu is just wanting to see what it's like with the other stage, and it's still competitive, believe it or not. Now they are still playing it for free at the beginning, but it's still a competitive game, which is nuts. So I don't believe that emu is a leader that you change one thing and the whole thing goes amiss. I just think that it is a little overtuned, obviously. You know what I mean? I think that I've told you guys that I'm not crazy about triangle format, just because what I don't like is sitting down for my opponent and it being a rock paper scissors of already knowing that I'm probably gonna win this one or I'm probably gonna lose this one based on what I brought, based on just looking at our leaders, right? I don't like that. I would like there to continue to be more support for the rest of the cast and the existing cast, and I think that that could that's what keeps people on, especially myself. This whole red purple Luffy movement that we've got going is 100%, and black purple Luffy as well, is 100% kept going by the little knickknacks that we get here and there. So for example, in OP13 we've got Thunderdog, we got Monk of the Garp, and then now we're getting that promo. That's what Red Purple Luffy's getting. On the Black Purple Luffy side, it's the promo. You could also run the dog. You can run Swaley. You know what I'm saying? But you're getting these different cards, and we're just kind of collecting them. And that's what I'm really looking for. That's what we really like as people who like to build the decks and run them and mess up the meta here and there. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So yeah. But I said all that to say, I would also, in an effort to address this in every format, I would like there to be some kind of sideboard. I've heard this concept before from Magic. I think VV Theory brought it up in one of their recent videos as well. And I think that would be really cool, because if you sit down from your opponent, especially if we're doing one-ofs, and you sit down with your opponent and you're like, oh, I'm playing at this. Okay, I've got 4 cards to address this. I'm going to switch this out for that and that out for this, and now I'm ready. It could, obviously, it's going to add time to the matches. But I think if you allow, I don't think you should allow for more than 2 to 3 minutes for a sideboard switch. You know what I mean? I know it would probably realistically have to be 5, but it shouldn't take that long. Maybe some studies or maybe some looking into data for how long matches are actually taking, how many matches are actually going to time. Because I myself was a much slower player when I first started, but I think the majority of people are getting gooder, scientifically speaking, at the game. We still got people who just joined a year ago. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean. I think a sideboard would help address meta stuff like that, and just add versatility and creativity to deck building. Also, just wanted to mention this last Treasure Cup, I actually got to run into 2 subscribers, Marco the Phoenix. They go by Marco. I'm gonna add the Phoenix part, and then my dog Creaky Jackals. Okay, which is also just happens to be an amazing producer of like EDM and everything like that. So I'm looking for that beat dog. And yeah. So it was really cool because I was really like, before I could even get like angry about like, oh man, I should have this or should have that. It led me. My life path led me. Everything had to happen exactly the way it did for me to run into these 2 individuals online. And one, remind me how cool it would be if we did our own, online tournament. And two, getting me back into music. So that's one thing I wanted to touch on. Yeah, I just renewed everything from my Waves plugins and all that stuff. So you're probably gonna catch me cooking up on a live. You know what I mean? And then we'll be working on that album. That album's coming out, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. It was great games with y'all. Great games with everybody. I didn't perform. I made some choice decisions. I made some choice decisions here and there, but I'm very much. And we'll talk about this. I've learned a lot running Ace, and I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like a lot of fun. I think. I think that I think it's a great leader in the sense of it takes a lot to pilot well optimally, and that's what really has me right now. This what really gets me like tuned in and on, because I really like to twist my mustachio to something that is high skill ceiling and high reward as well. And but it's also that glass cannon, which I've always told you guys in fighting games I love. Give me the high execution, high power, very easy to kill glass cannon character, and that's who I'm gonna gravitate towards, because I like the combos. I like I like the big brain of it all, while having the drama of, if I mess up, I die. You know what I mean? Like, so that I love that balancing act, and I feel like this leader does it. I feel like this leader does it better than even Emu. Um, where Emu, a lot of people are saying it's a brain dead deck and this, that, and the third. I haven't heard anybody say Ace is brain dead. I haven't heard anybody say that. You know what I mean? So, I it clicked with me the day before the tournament, and I decided to run with it over Roger, over my green purple Luffy. I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna just run it because I feel like I do have a better understanding of Roger and green purple Luffy. But 9 tournament games with this leader is gonna help me out. And so yeah, it really did, and I'm very much looking forward to the matches I'm gonna get into today. Because today's Tuesday. It's usually much smaller locals, but still get some local matches in. And I'm very interested in next week. So yeah, I'm gonna be adjusting my build a little bit, and we're gonna be on it. I'm really thinking about putting this card in here, but anywho, yeah. So I just wanted to let you guys know what to expect in the future. A lot more content. Oh my God, more content. We're doing at least 3 hour plus long videos a week for One Piece, and then I've been sprinkling in my dispatch with my wife, and anything else that kind of comes to mind. So we're gonna keep that moving full steam ahead. And unfortunately, we're not getting the what is it? We're not getting promo Roger until January, which is absolute garbage, like trash garbage. I cannot believe that. But they better get their stuff together at some point, because we're all gonna be synced up. So I don't ever want to hear about some card that's in some. I don't want to hear about a card that's in a 7-Eleven in some rural town in Japan that only they get, and it's meta. I don't want to ever hear about that again. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. So you want to come out with like a different, like you want to come out with the Luffy Dodger. Great, that card already exists. Come out with Luffy Dodger. You can only find it in Australia. Fine, I don't care. You know what I mean? But don't come out with a card that only serves a function, that serves a very pivotal function, and can only be found over here, and we're just not going to get it. Like, don't do that anymore. Don't do that anymore. PP slap. Anyways, so yeah, I will be signing off, and I will be hitting you up tomorrow with some more bids. Today I'm going to definitely try to record some gameplay as well, so I can give you guys the IRL spill. But yeah, we're going to be going over Ace very soon. Everything I've learned about Ace. I know that I'm pretty good about, I know I'm a, you know, per my career, you know, I have to train people and stuff like that. So I know that I am a good, like, teacher of what I know. And I've learned a lot. I know a lot with this leader now. And I think I'm going to be able to help in a way that I haven't seen anybody else kind of do it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to use my gift of gab, and we're all going to get leveled up as a community playing Ace. So get ready for that one. But yeah, Murata Music, 3-piece TCG, Bear, Pirates TCG. I will see you guys in the next one. Love y'all. Love yourself. Respect others.
Stuck up in it, stuck in it. I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change.